Hello, there we go. That should be working. Hello, there we go. That should be working. Sorry guys, won't be one second. There we go. Sorry about that guys, for some reason I've changed some setting and I haven't a clue what I've done, so we're just fiddling. So scrap everything I said before and we'll start again. No, Mr. Smith, I'm not being held hostage, pal. Yeah, welcome to the Ravens Rock where anything is possible. It's proper not before 6 now. Yeah, I hope you've all had a really good week since I last spoke to you guys last Monday. I know some of you speak to in the Chilling Wargamers Discord and keep in touch that way. So I've seen some of the what you guys have been doing and chatting away, and all's good there. It's just everybody else that possibly isn't or catch my stream on the off chance. I wonder who this complete noob is with today's antics. So yeah, I had a really good week. As I was saying before, had a little bit of an accident over the weekend. I've lost a tooth, so I have picked up a little bit of a lisp. It is getting fixed, so don't worry, the lisp won't stay forever. But yeah, apart from my little incident, I've had a really good week. Nice weekend, and tonight's hobby hangout, we're going to be doing some painting. We're going to move on from last week. We got the orc painted up. I was really happy with how that turned out, being my first time painting green skin. I was ecstatic really with how well that turned out. We got Gorzag and Nikkit built up last week as well. I've got them undercoated and on the desk for tonight, and we're going to get some of them done. Don't worry if you tuned in before and you see me doing Space Marines or Immortal Realms. I'm just trying to mix it up a little bit, try and not so much find my own little niche, but just try and bring a bit more diversity, is the right, a bit more of a diverse spectrum for you guys, just so it's a little bit different each week, and yeah, just keeps you guys entertained. Hopefully it does. Speaking of which, I actually managed to pick up an absolute bargain over the weekend. I managed to pick up some Skaven. I've liked these for a very long time, and hadn't seen any around for a while, and nipped into my local GW shop at the weekend just for some paints that needed topping up and a few others for tonight's stream. And they have a little section where it's like, get it before it's gone, they're not going to get them back in stock, and that one was in for £35 I think it was, but for 31 models it's just over £1 a model. You get 2 rat ogres, loads of clan rats and some other bits, so should be fun painting them up, getting something done with them as well. More of a display piece than something I'd probably use, or it might lead to something in the future. But yeah, so we'll try this again. We'll move over to the top down camp and let's have a quick check who we've got here in the chat. So first off, coming in first, we've got a Mr. Smith. Good evening, Mr. Richard Smith. I hope you're well. I got Ash. Can't hear you. Yeah, hopefully you can now, pal. I drive to Phil's house, created a vacuum in his hobby room. It's meant to be suffocated. Oh, we've got Spud popping in as well. Good evening, Spud. How ironic you should turn up when we're painting greenskins, pal. It's nice to see you here in the chat though, as always, my G. Oh, first off, before we get on with this, so I'll just grab these little guys. So here is the once herder that we finished off last week. I was really happy with that. I had a really good time with that, doing the green skin and then the washes to get into the arms. I had a play over the weekend and tried it with a different one. So we've got a little grot here. There we go, with his little blue pants. But with the green skin we tried with a red wash instead of a green wash. It turned out roughly the same. There's not too much of a difference from what I can see. Obviously, first time I'm painting green skin, my technique with it will mature and progress. But I mean, they're not all going to be exactly the same, so to switch between the washes probably isn't too bad of a thing. But I've gone with yellow because I had a look through the different clans and the one I liked the most was the Bad Moon clan. I'd seen a few of them for the Age of Sigmar as well, so it crosses between the two games, and they have like the moon head on a couple of them. So we'll crack on with them. I'll just move these guys to one side. You've got a proper orky feeling. I do, Spud. It's weird. And we've got Mr. Wybird popping in. Good evening, Thomas. So you come to see a Blood Angel's head by any chance? So we shall crack on. So hopefully I can get the music right tonight. So we shall. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. I can pick it up on my phone. It's not too bad on my end, but if it's too loud for any of you guys, just let us know and I can sort that out. You thinking of getting the new orc stuff? I definitely am. I picked up a grot set originally for to do with some testers because they were going cheap at the time, just to test for my snotling team. Perfect this end. Cheers, Rich. It's hurting my head. Everything hurts your head, Thomas. But yeah, just wanted to use it for a tester for my Blood Bowl team and built them up and stuff, and had an absolute blast building them and painting them blue. And it was just with each one of them's got so much different character in them rather than like a group of Space Marines. Don't get me wrong, I like my Space Marines, but with the Space Marines, they're all the same, if you know what I mean. If you've got a group of them, whereas each individual orc is virtually different, or your little grotling or whatever you're calling them. So yeah, I do like them, and I've had a little bit of a look into the lore of them, so to speak. and obviously I'm not that clued up on them just yet, but I've liked what I've seen, and especially with like the new ones coming out, and my local store doing a crusade campaign thing. I'm thinking of using the new orc set for that. So I'll just get a quick coat down of the War Boss green. With this as well, I've undercoated the same as last week, just with a wraith bone, just so it's that little bit whiter, just because I want that green skin to be quite not too bright. Ah, yes. War indeed, Spud. Great to have you back in the chat, pal. I'm very excited for the new orc stuff. I know you are. I'd seen you in the Discord when it had been revealed that obviously the new orcs were coming. Yeah, you were slightly excited, is probably an understatement. Just not too bothered about being too neat at the moment on here. Watered it down just a tiny bit, not too much, just to help with the flow. I'm not using my best brushes just yet. I'd say it's just quick. Well, quick for me. You guys are probably quicker. So you're getting all these little nooks in between all the muscles. The wash will get quite a lot of that as well. There's a little bit just up on his hand. I've got Mr. Andy Allen popping in fresh from his holidays. Good evening, Mr. Quingo. Fresh from his adventures in his hot tub in the rain. Oh, nah. All joke aside, I hope you had a really good time, pal. Nice to recharge the batteries, as they say. To check out this legend painting. All the legends in the chat. Not so much of a legend just yet. Just beavering away as we normally do on a Monday. Yeah. Well, this week we're getting some green skin going. Let's get a bit more there. So there's not too much really on this guy, so hopefully it dries pretty quick, just while I jump over onto Nikkit as well. Picked up some extra different paints, so I've noticed, and I wanted to try and get it roughly similar. whereas the lips and just the top of the lip is more like a pinky fleshy colour rather than a green, with a slight hue of red in it. So we're going to try and emulate that. Quite similar to how it is on the box art, and put our own little stamp on it. So at the moment I'll just get the skin, but I'm torn really, because on the box art he's got his khaki pants and then his black cloak. I don't know whether, if I'm gonna paint it black or just to mix it up and paint it yellow, just so that it fits in with my Bad Moons clan that I'm looking at, you know. We'll see when we get to it. I don't know whether to do it black and then just do the orc symbol on his back in the yellow. We'll see when we get to it, because obviously there's a way to go yet with the skin. What's your favourite unit from the new orkie stuff? It's got to be the squigs, or the squig riders, I should say. My very first painting of something orky was the giant loom boss, or cave, is it cave? Loom boss on a cave squig. Did that for Squid Day. So anything with squigs really, but I'm not too sure if we've actually seen everything yet, because obviously, like when I went in the store the other day, we still got all the old stuff that's in stock and stuff, and like you've got the pain boss and the pain boy, is it, or am I getting mixed up? They're both the same, but I don't know if there's like going to be a new one of those. But my favourite orc from what I've seen, you know, like more of the older stuff, or the original orkie things, has to be, oh god, I forget the names now, you put me on spot. Is it Rocket Boys, where they're basically flying off with a big rocket on the back and they've got little grots on the backs hanging onto the rockets and stuff. It's just really comical, and again really funny. It's not taking themselves too serious. But yeah, just flicking between these orcs at the moment. Over the weekend when I was messing about with trying different paint colours, just mixing between them and my little beaky Raven Guard, ready for my store game that the manager's organising, that I one a couple of years ago now. I think he's bringing his death guard now, but I think he's doing an army of poxwalkers, from what he was saying. Oh, that should be an absolute laugh. And then pretty much done with my third company of Raven Guard now, apart from the few bits that will come out in the new magazine, which I'll be covering. Or I'll attempt to, I should say. It's just nice to paint something different than something that's just regimental all the time and very, very similar. Right, then just his ears, and that's that bit done. Now we've got a Hobby Corner Kev popping in before his stream. Good evening, Kev. Welcome to the stream before the stream. Hope you're well, pal. It does look quite messy at the moment, but obviously with washes, and then we're going to layer up an edge highlight. So that's the first layer of skin on him. I love the giant squid boss from the set. Squids are the future. The best bit more orc stuff. Right with the new paint boss. I thought it was Storm Boys, that's it. But yeah, it's just like I was saying, everything seems to be different with them, and then obviously you just have your different clans. So like certain ones will favour vehicles, some are more like your sneaky orcs, and then some are just orcs that just want to war and charge straight in. Missed a little bit on this guy, so I can just get this off camera 1 second, guys. Just when I was cleaning up, there were a little bit of gunk just sat right up in the top there. Noticed as well on the box art that the Nikkit has black pants. We're not doing black pants, not on little Nikkit. We're going to give him his blue pants. He's going to be more like an OG orc, as Spud would say. Yeah, I mean, I'm having a great time with these. I mean, it's just painting anything really at the moment. There's that many nice models coming out that, you know, you are really spoilt for choice within certain factions. I mean, obviously like Tyranids and Tau and stuff like that. I mean, they've been neglected for quite a long time, but hopefully they'll get their moment to shine in the sun and get some new models soon, or sooner than later, I should say. But yeah, like with these orcs, and then I managed to pick up them Skaven. It's really just painting anything at the moment, but enjoying it and developing my painting. I think is more important. As long as I'm having fun and you know you're enjoying the hobby, then it really doesn't matter what you're painting. Weird hand on this one. Spent the day up in London for the big man's 4th birthday. Now blazing it back home on the train. Hope the wee man had a happy birthday. Kev, I hope you managed to spoil him a little bit. Ooh, and then message retracted. Ooh, what you saying, Kev? It's secrets. Delayed the show till 9 so I can hang out longer. Oh no, I really do appreciate that, Kev. You didn't have to, but I do appreciate that. I know we've all got our own little slots and stuff like that, but at least with you being a bit later, I can jump on and catch you as well after this stream. I do try and jump on or at least catch up and just watch it just before bed. Bit just up in it. This isn't the best model really to be painting on a screen because it's so small. You guys probably can't see it as much, especially with me NAF cameras. We've got the Immersive World Crafter popping in. Good evening, pal. I hope you're well. Happy Monday. What's left of it. First day's out of the way, the rest of the week can fly by. Got a bit lurking as airbrushing tonight. Ooh. What are you airbrushing? Is it secrets? There you go, like Corey cases, when one Kev appears and a one follows. We've got Kev 1 and Kev 2. Right, so that's our first layer down. I don't think he's not doing older, surely. Right, so let's break out the wash. Huge Necromunda Cathedral terrain for House Cawdor. Oh, I look forward to seeing that one. So I just got a big cheek brush and I'm going to go in with a Collier green shade, same as last week, and just, you know, quite liberal. But not, you don't have to worry too much, just as long as it's not pooling too much in like areas like on top of the muscle, but it's not be all and end all if it does, because obviously when we come over with the next coat of green, we'll cover that. You should be able to pick it up on the camera, hopefully, just that it's sitting in them recesses. We might have to do a second pass just on certain areas once it's dried a little bit. And you can see it does darken it down quite a bit straight away. I'm not too bothered about the gun at the moment, because obviously we're going to be going over that. And then like on the muscle on his chest in there, I want quite a bit to sit, just so it naturally shades it like more of a in the shadow. Look at that bit of there. Just notice as well, he's got a little bum chin on this one. Too much. Let's get up on the top of here. Just while this has to dry off a bit, we will move on to another area, because I want to give it a while to dry properly, just before we come back over all this. Bit in there. Yeah, just being, like I said before, just being quite liberal with this really. I mean, what works for me might not work for yourselves, but it seems trial and error really, like with any paint scheme. You'll find your own little way, pick up tips off other people, or like on YouTube and stuff like that, when you see how certain people, well, I like it how he's done this bit, or how she's done this bit, but I don't like that bit, and then you can take it away and, you know, put it to practice and mix and match from different styles really. Yeah, as you can see, it's darkened down quite a lot now. Just leave him to one side. We don't need as much Nikkit. It's obviously smaller. Do that. There we go. Well, obviously he was a lot quicker. Brew out. Just while this is drying, too sure. Well, so this is going to take a while to dry because it's quite deep in some recesses. I'll come in and do the cloaks, or just toying with the idea of either go the yellow or we do the black. And either come in with a nice contrast, quite thick layer, and then highlight that up. I think we will. We'll stick with the black, and then we'll do the York symbol on the back. We'll do that in like a yellow, just so it stands. It'll really stand out against the black. Then, that's what I'm hoping. Different brush. And obviously while we're doing this, we can be doing his boots as well. Idea is to be obviously with this contrast paint to be quite quick, and don't want to be leaving it pooling too much in certain areas, but then once an area starts drying, you've got to proper fight the urge to touch it up before it's dried. You can always come back and do a second pass with it anyway. Just up on the side. Skin's looking really nice. Cheers, Kev. A bit dark at the moment for me, but yeah, it's our first pass with a wash after the first layer, so it will lighten up a lot. Oh, I'm happy with how it's coming along, thank you very much. Can't wait to get straight on my iron jaws. I'm about 40 issues from another premium kit away from doing up yet. Oh, is that the one that you got with the Mortal Realms? Pretty sure it is. That was the other one of really of the premium kits that I wanted, or that I liked out of the premium subscription, so that's why I really didn't do it, purely because I weren't going to do it just to get one of the kits. But on the new magazine I kind of like all of them apart from the toe, which isn't too bad. I mean, I can always sell the toe one on. I got Pirate Queen Pickle popping in. Get tongue-tied. What? No swishy swirlish, hashtag unsubscribe. No, don't unsubscribe. Like I said earlier, they will be coming back, don't worry. Just mixing it up, and I had this guy for a long time and I wanted to get him done. And seen everyone doing the 5-minute orc. I just wanted to get some, or practice at some green skin before the new ones come out. Because I'm not going to be doing a 5-minute orc challenge purely because I don't have is it a boy? Is it an orc boy, or is it one of the knobs? I mean, I could always try and get one, I suppose, but there's no way I'm going to be able to pay money in 5 minutes. It'd be a good laugh trying, I suppose, but well, the swishy swirlies shall return, don't worry. You put your bin out, Kev. Just get in between here. Too early to put your bin out because it's not till Wednesday. Right, got to run. Next stop is mine, and then half-mile vertical run to get home and set up for the show. See you later. I'll catch you later, Kev. I'll try and pop on, obviously, once this stream's finished. Hopefully you'll still be going, because obviously you're starting a bit later, so but I shall catch you in the chat, pal. You take care. Captain Pickle is much improved to his zombie state of this morning. Oh, I really do hope he's feeling better one day. I know I was really bad when I had the first jab. Unfortunately, the second one hit me even more. Up and knocked me out for like 2 days nearly, the second jab. But I hope he's feeling better soon. He's feeling more himself. Just make sure he's all tucked up in bed getting low-key cuddles while you're at work. Just get this bit done here. I'm just trying to get to the end of this bit and then I can catch up on the chat. But with it being, like I said, contrast paint, I don't want it drying in a spot and then I'm smudging it trying to continue on. Done. Let's go. All right, let's playing with his camera and his lights, I think so. I'm feeling really weird about feeling rubbish after my job. I put it off long enough. Can't be any worse than having COVID. Well, no, it can't. Can't be as bad as having the full blown thing. The little trick that I found about an hour before you go for your jab. Just take some paracetamol. That's if you're not allergic to it. I don't know. Just get some painkillers in your system ready, and then every 4 hours. That seemed to work for me. It really took the edge off it with the first jab. Now I've done this, I'm quite liking the black against the green here. See what it's like, obviously. Chucking my brush about now. As it dries properly, and if we have to put another pass over it or anything. Just realised I own no black, but you got no black paint whatsoever, Thomas. You must have some. Excuse me. I know you don't do your contrast really, just your red for your blood angels. Just make the colours to go and make it black. and it's Saturday morning, so I'm prepped to feel poop on Sunday. At least it's the weekend, so you've got an excuse for a lie-in, I should say. Obviously, Pickle can do his. Oh no, it's not Pickle Sunday this Sunday, is it? So he can nurse you and look after you, bring you breakfast in bed and everything. You should be fine for work then. Come the Monday, it's obviously they reckon the worst case is like 2 days. You feel, but like the second day, it's mainly just aching a little bit. If anything, it's more like a I don't know if you have the flu jab and you feel a bit crappy after the flu jab. It's basically like that, or that's how it was with me. Yeah, Wendy, whilst I've got you in the chat, is it okay if I PM you? I had a couple of questions when I was originally setting up the stream. I was talking to Josh and he was saying about certain things that you do. I don't know if it was like I don't even know the technical words from, like the cards for the beginning of streams and stuff like that. I just wanted to like have a chat about like if you'd be able to do something for the stream, if you don't mind, if that is. Obviously I'll compensate you for your time and stuff. But I'll message you after the stream if that's okay. Just primer doesn't count. Well, no, if you've got black primer, it's still black paint, so it doesn't matter if it's primer or not. So that's the black on there. Bit on the side of his helmet guard, ear guard thing here. Touching up little bits now. find, or I tend to find, especially with using a contrast, I tend to miss areas. Yeah, quite happy with that block. So once we highlight that up a bit, it'll look quite nice. So let's just see if this has dried off enough now that we can. Yeah, we should be able to go there. So we'll come back in again now. In fact, let's get the decent brush out. We'll get the broken toad out. Yeah, size 0. Just because it holds that bit more paint. The tip I've got on this is a lot better as well. So now I'll start on the stomach here. So what we'll do is we'll come in and just go over it again. Obviously it's watered down quite a bit. But we're not going right into that recess. I'm just move it a good couple of mil away. Oh, that's out there. I found it easier to do. Mr. Underdog Painting popping in. Hey dude, thanks for joining the stream this morning. No problem at all. No pleasure at all. No problem at all, pal. Yeah, Monday's my day off work, so I was just chilling out and it popped up on the Discord, so I'll come in and show some love. I wasn't very active in the chat, I must apologise, but I was lurking the whole time. Enjoying the little bit of banter between you and the missus. Oh, no, a really good stream it was. Thank you very much for putting it on, pal. I'll definitely be popping in and catching some more. Size 0, you madman. What's wrong with a size 0, Rich? I mean, it's not too bad for me on here. Obviously, around his face, I'm going to go a bit smaller. What you pay is 6 mil. I don't know. It's with it being the Kalinsky one. I feel like I've got more control with this one with the massive one. obviously with the hers being a lot softer. It's 3.0 nothing. I'm not painting this guy with a 3.0. You got no chance, Thomas. I'll be here all bloody year. I've got this next layer is quite watered down for me, so it's acting more like a glaze, and then just building it up layer over layer. Does take longer to build it up, but I don't know, with the result I got last week, I was really happy with it. I just want to try it and then try and push it that little bit more as well. I'm joking, I use my size 0 Fugazi all the time. Them 6 deets. Roll for initiative. A little bit just in here. Especially when you got shaky hands like me. Uh-oh, we've picked a fight with the DM. Ah, but Rich, he's not the DM because we never get to play now, do we? He decided to throw himself off a bike. Plus the first chance he gets now, he's going to kill my character. Just because I'm going to put a little blood angel head on this guy. Your character was before that. Well, you nearly killed us all off on our first time playing D&D, so you know, you're supposed to let us build up and evolve our characters before you kill them. Or attempt to, I should say. But not that to teach a game to stream. Hey, I was netwicking. Can't hold that against me. But you will. Just under his arm here. There's quite a few creases, but the glaze should help hit that. And then obviously right up in there, you want it quite dark anyway, so I'll just do this little bit of a touch up on here, and then that'll be it for under there, because obviously it's shadowed. Oh, that's me thinking behind it anyway. Maybe it turns out like that, because obviously this Warboss green, it dries a little bit darker than then it goes on. So there's another highlight after this green as well, just to bring it that bit brighter. Just how I do my ones, or well, I say my ones, I've done two now. So what I've worked out with it, obviously where I'm only putting really small layers on, they are drying quite quick. So you do have that little bit more of a playtime, well not so much of playtime, you can go back over it quite quickly to help build these layers up. On the top and then around his face now, and then that's the couple of layers for this. So is anybody in the chat, are you looking forward to any of the pre-orders that are out this week, or are you holding out and waiting to see if anything comes out? I noticed myself when I got online today, if you pop onto the GW website, on the Age of Sigmar bit, there's a countdown clock that's counting down for something, and it doesn't say anything at all about what it's actually counting down to, apart from that it's a big reveal, obviously. But there's no hint or nothing to like it being a specific army or faction or anything like that. I'm just wondering if anybody else had noticed that, and obviously if you had any theories to what it could be, unless it's something with the end of the Warhammer Fest that there was about, where there was like a little trailer at the end with all the little red eyes in the swamp. I'm just thinking it could be something to do with that, or something completely different. Thomas Oldhammer. It could be. I don't think it. Personally, I don't think it is. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but with it being about Age of Sigmar, and it's a release for that, whereas the old world is going to be Forge World. So I don't think it is the Warhammer or Old World. Or, I mean, like I said, I could be completely wrong, but there's definitely a countdown there for something. We've got Mr. Frost and Fist tuning in all the way from Texas. Good evening, pal. Or morning, is it there? I hope you're well. I'd seen in the chat earlier, you finally got your Yorkshire tea biscuit flavoured tea. I hope you sat out on the porch with a boiling cup of biscuit flavoured Yorkshire tea. You can't beat it. Yorkshire tea is definitely the way to go, pal. It's the best tea in the world. Shaking, I'm trying to do his ear. There we go. I didn't get a notification for this stream for some reason, damn YouTube. I know it has been playing up a lot lately. People not getting notifications or like trying to set streams up and stuff like that. It was struggling. This morning when I tried going on to my Streamlabs and then connected it through to YouTube, I just had to leave it and then do it later in the day, but at least you made it, pal. That's all that matters. Pass. This one. And I must say, Mythos, our little challenge last week, I was well impressed with your runt herder. You did a really good job on that, pal. I wanted to ask, was that the older, like an older original one? 'Cause it was slightly different to the one I did, or is it built up slightly different? Was it more of a conversion sort of thing? what we'll do next. We'll get some of the browns done on these patches and his belt, and then we'll see how we're doing for time. So, where have we got? I'll break out the old dryer back. Thomas, Texas isn't real. A very bold statement, that, pal. I won't be saying that to someone from Texas who does stood in front of me. So his belt comes round to the front here. Ropes coming down on to the skull on this side. And switched over just to one of my old citadel brushes, just for the base layer really. I just don't like using the good brushes for basing. Working our way all the way around these pouches, make sure we've got them all covered, just for this base colour really. This awkward bit right up inside here now. That's that, and then we've got also the inside of the cape. We're going to go brown as well, just to mix it up, just so it's not the same all the way around all the black. Not foresee this problem though, because had to get the right angle just to get in there. Base layer for that one pretty much done, and then we'll highlight the very edges with a lighter brown, so it'll just make that little bit pop that just a little bit more. Better. And also we've got this one, we've got the brown out, we've got this, the necklace. Loving the music, pal. Oh, you're welcome. It's just a random one that I've got. I've finally managed to get the volume right, I think. It's just a random shuffle off an app I've got, but you can flick it between like different genres, and they're all like YouTube friendly. It's just working way through. Top tunes. So we've got a leather band going around here. It's just chasing these little bits now, just so it's ready for next time. No, it's a free one. You can pay for the premium one, but obviously because I'm just starting out, it didn't make sense to, you know, obviously if things didn't work out as they have done up to now, I've lost words. It didn't make sense for me to be paying out for a service that then I wouldn't have to use or would have no use for. It's just a free one that you can download. Double check. Pretzel Rocks. Pretzel as in a pretzel, and then rocks, and then there's all different stations, artists, albums that you can flick through. It says there's like, so like you go onto the rock and there's, let's have a quick look. I think it's the emo one we've got on now, so there's 10 hours worth of emo songs, 187 songs, but it won't play 187. I think that's if you unlock the whole thing. So you like get a selection of them, but yeah, it's definitely one I probably might end up subscribing more to it, to unlock more. it does seem worth it for what I've got out of it so far. Yeah, it's definitely worth checking out if you're looking for something in particular, or if you're after something in, like while you're streaming and stuff like that. It is yeah, it's half decent really. It's just past 9 o'clock now. We've got all the leather done there. That's great info, mate. I'm looking. I'll take a look. Yeah, definitely have a look, pal. I mean, worst thing is it's not suited for you at the end of the day. It's free, so it's definitely worth a look. So right, I think we're gonna call it there. Actually, it's a nice place to stop. Now we've got the base layers for the leather down and that, ready to go next time. So I'll start off with a little Nikkit, poor little thing. You got the first coat down and then a wash. Pretty much not touched him since. Or yeah, you can see the wash goes into these little recesses. It's doing what I want it to do at the moment. But onto the big boy. So you can see, especially like on his arm here, where it's that little bit darker in the, well, a lot darker in the recesses, and especially like on the chest and stuff, on the backs of the arms. So it will be going quite a bit lighter because we've got some more greens to come in. Just washes, just building that up slowly. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far. It's continuing on from last week. So it's been quite a chill one yet again. But I mean, that's how I like it really. Just obviously you guys in the chat chatting away with me makes it a hell of a lot easier. But just chill, nice on a Monday, get us ready for the week. Hopefully you guys have managed to get some hobbying done tonight, and I should just pop the outgoing tune on and pop you back over to my ugly mug. So yeah, once again, thank you very much guys for dropping by, chatting away with me in the stream. I've had an absolute blast again painting some green skin. Hopefully we'll get some more done next week. I'll try and keep it to one side and we'll continue next week. If not, I've got some more orcs. I've got the rest of the Gretchen set to do as well. They're all primed up ready. Just to get some more green skin, build it up, more muscle memory, remembering how I've done certain things and evolving with it. So hopefully you've learned something. I mean, if you have from me, brilliant. But yeah, once again, thank you very much for dropping by. If you liked and you've not subscribed, please subscribe or like the video. It really does help small channels such as myself. Thank you very much, and I shall see you all next week. Thank you and bye.
Your time is through.